If you're a beginner to photography and videography, choosing accessories can be very overwhelming. And if you've ever asked yourself, do I really need this accessory and is it worth it or not? Then this video is for you. So the first accessory on our list is batteries and multi-battery chargers. Depending on your necessities, I think this accessory is worthwhile if you're doing really long photo shoots or if you're filming for really long periods of time. As you can see, this one I got can hold up to 3 batteries. I got this one with a pack of batteries from Newer. I will leave all the links to the accessories down below so you can check them out if you want. I've never had any problems with them. Of course, first-party batteries are gonna be more expensive, but if you're a beginner, I don't believe you need first-party batteries. I'm gonna talk about 2 quality of life accessories that I've bought and I've been really happy with them. So first is this thumb grip. This is more towards the Sony A7C bodies because their grip isn't really that good. This thing improves the grip so much. It makes it so much more comfortable to hold the camera. The only downside to this one is it blocks your hot shoe. So if you were planning to use it, that's a bummer because this thing is blocking it and you have to remove it. But if you aren't using it, especially for photography, if you're not using flash or anything like that, I believe this is a great accessory. It has completely changed the way I hold my camera and the way I shoot. And the next accessory is this right here. This is a camera strap with a peak design like quick release. This right here is also a life changer for me. This little strap right here has prevented me from completely breaking and dropping my camera, which I'm grateful that I had the time that happened to me. And I believe you should have this all of the time with you if you're out shooting. I only take this out of the camera when I'm recording video and with the camera on a tripod. All of the other times I'm shooting, whether it's photo or video, I have this on my camera. Next up on our list, ND filters. ND filters are really useful if you're trying to get the correct exposure and still have freedom to choose the depth of field you want in your image if you're shooting video. So, for example, if you want to get the most cinematic footage out of your camera, you're gonna have to have a specific shutter speed. But that shutter speed, when you're filming outside, is usually way too high. If you have, for example, f1.8, f2.8, that usually is a lot of light for your camera sensor and it's completely unusable. That's what these are for. These are basically glasses for your lenses. I'm gonna show it to you so you can see this reduces the exposure right as you put it on the camera. And this one right here is what I recommend you getting, is a variable ND filter. So what this means is it's adjustable. If you rotate this, it becomes darker and darker, so you can adjust it depending on your conditions. As you can see right now, it's really a lot darker than it was before. And this is a really useful accessory. I believe every filmmaker, or if you're trying to do vlogs or something like that, I believe everyone that's trying to do that should get this. Next up on our list is SD cards. I'm not gonna talk about them too much, but SD cards are really important if you want to keep your footage safe and secure and not get your files corrupted. Me personally, I use 2 different brands of SD cards. I use SanDisk and Lexar. From what I've heard from more experienced photographers and videographers, those are 2 very reliable brands. SD cards is a thing I will not cheap out on, and I believe you shouldn't too. Getting those cheap SD cards from an unknown brand is the riskiest thing you can do when shooting professional work. It is so frustrating. If you get home from a client shoot and then your files are corrupted, what do you even tell them? So SD cards are a really important piece of equipment that I believe everyone shouldn't cheap out on. Next up on our list is microphones. If you're doing videography, one thing your audience will forgive is slightly less quality footage, but one thing they won't forgive is bad quality audio. And investing in audio, if you're doing videography, is really important. A shotgun mic is a directional microphone, so it basically records where you're pointing it. So for example, if I had a microphone on top of my camera pointing at me, it will only capture my voice. And if it was a person breathing behind the camera, which it isn't because I record by myself. But if there was, you wouldn't hear the breathing, you would just hear my voice. Or you can get what I have right here, which are more like lav mics, and this specifically is the DJI Mic Mini. In my experience, this microphone has never failed me, and it has great audio quality as you're hearing it. The battery life is amazing, the quality is amazing, and the price is not too bad. If you look at the price in a short-term investment, it is a bit of money. But sometimes you can even find them on sale, which I got mine from, and it won't cost your wallet as much. Next, I want to talk camera bags. I personally use this K&F Concept bag. This for me is an amazing bag. It is a bit on the smaller side, so now that I have two lenses, it's starting to really show its limitations in terms of capacity, but still nonetheless, it wasn't very expensive, and you can get a bag of these for like 20 to 30 bucks, which is honestly a good deal, and especially if you use them inside a backpack, which is what I do. I get a normal backpack, not a photography or videography dedicated one. I put my camera gear inside of this bag, and then I put this bag inside of the backpack, which makes it safer, more durable, and more comfortable to transport. Now moving on to the stuff inside my bag, cleaning stuff. This right here is the K&F Concept dust blower. This is, I believe, something every photographer and videographer should have, because it blows most of the dust off either the light dust on your sensor or your lenses. This is very useful if you notice your lens is with some dust and you just want a quick fix. It is also very light. This won't set you back much weight. Now, last but not least, lighting. Me personally, I haven't got big into lighting, but this has been such a great investment. You probably noticed in the background there was like a blue light creating some ambience. Well, this was it. Right now it is a bright day, so the room is all lit by natural light. And the fact that this can get some lighting in is amazing. I can show it to you. This actually ran out of battery while I was filming, but it's all okay. The battery on it is pretty decent. I was probably just filming for a long time, or I didn't charge it. Probably the second option. As you can see, this lights pretty well. This is 1% brightness. This is the light currently at 100%. As you can see, it is a really strong light, but as I was saying, it ran out of battery on me. I personally recommend this light so much. As you can see, this fits in my palm. It is really small and really powerful for the size, and the price too. It wasn't really expensive. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you learned something about accessories and are now more decided on what you need for your personal needs within photography and videography. And if you've ever had a creative block or you didn't feel creative one day, watch this video right here where I didn't feel creative one day, but I still decided to make this video. Check it out.